In 2025, the medium-range ground-based missile system Oreshnik is set to go on combat duty, which can also be equipped with nuclear warheads. Work is nearing completion on 2 complexes with small nuclear propulsion systems, including the unique unmanned underwater vehicle Poseidon and the unique global-range cruise missile Burevestnik. Now Sarmat. We started working on it in 2011. In 2018, these works and the advantages of new prospective missile systems, including Sarmat, were publicly announced. Let me remind you what was discussed then and the advantages of our newest system.
Is Russia now capable of striking absolutely anywhere on the planet with devastating precision? As President Vladimir Putin boldly unleashes his latest unstoppable missile that's sending shockwaves through global defense circles and leaving world leaders scrambling, Russia is flexing its terrifying nuclear muscle with a jaw-dropping 35,000-kilometer reach that could target virtually any spot on Earth, all while the Iran crisis boils over into chaos with proxy wars, sanctions, and brinkmanship pushing the world closer to the edge. Could the fearsome Oreshnik missile, Russia's cutting-edge hypersonic wonder weapon, soon be equipped with a catastrophic nuclear warhead capable of evading all known defenses and delivering apocalyptic destruction in mere minutes? Putin has just activated his arsenal of deadly, next-generation missiles designed for total domination, unleashing a level of devastation that NATO's vaunted shields and interceptors simply cannot stop, no matter how much they pour into countermeasures. Fears of a truly rogue Russia are skyrocketing across the West after Putin's brazen display of nuclear-capable missiles that scream defiance, rattling alliances, and igniting debates on whether Moscow is gearing up for the ultimate power play in a world on fire.
Work on improving deterrent forces resumed in Russia and has not stopped since the early 2000s. Back then we had no time for this. To put it bluntly, Russia was going through a very difficult period in its history. But after the United States withdrew from the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty in 2002, we were forced to, I want to emphasize this, we were forced to think about ensuring our strategic security in the new reality and the need to maintain a strategic balance of forces, parity. That is precisely why I would like to emphasize this once again. Russia has begun work on the development of advanced systems that have no equivalent anywhere in the world and are guaranteed to overcome both existing and future missile defense systems. We are systematically implementing the Nuclear Forces Development Program established in response to this. In 2004, we began work on the intercontinental Avangard missile system. Since 2019, it has been on combat duty. Then we developed the medium-range air-launched Kinzhal hypersonic missile, which has been on duty since 2017. It is already being used during the special military operation, but work on its improvement continues, including on accuracy in non-nuclear equipment. Since 2025, the medium-range ground-based Oreshnik missile system has been on combat duty, which can also be equipped with nuclear warheads. We are finishing work on 2 systems with small nuclear propulsion systems, the unique unmanned underwater Poseidon vehicle and the unique global-range Burevestnik cruise missile. Now let's speak about Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile. We started working on it in 2011. In 2018, these works and the advantages of new prospective missile systems, including Sarmat, were publicly announced. Let me remind you what was discussed then and the advantages of our newest system. Firstly, it is the most powerful missile system in the world, not inferior in power to the Soviet-developed Voyvoda missile system in service with us. The total power of the warhead is more than 4 times the power of any most powerful existing Western counterpart. Secondly, and this is most crucial, the missile can travel not only along a ballistic, but also a suborbital trajectory, which allows it to exceed its range of over 35,000 kilometers, with simultaneously doubled accuracy characteristics and with the capability to overcome all existing and future missile defense systems. By the end of this year, Sarmat will be put on combat duty. Congratulations to the Defense Ministry, all participants, researchers, engineers, defense industrial complex production organizers, prime contractors on this major event and infallible success. Thank you for your work in strengthening Russia's defense capabilities. Good afternoon, Sergei Viktorovich. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, Supreme Commander-in-Chief.
Please, go ahead, Sergei Viktorovich.
Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief, today at 11:15, the Strategic Rocket Forces conducted a test launch of the latest heavy liquid-fueled intercontinental ballistic missile Sarmat. The launch was successful and achieved all objectives. The test results confirmed that the design and technological solutions adopted were accurate and that the missile system meets the specified performance criteria. The ground-based strategic missile system with an intercontinental ballistic missile Sarmat is being developed to replace the Soviet-made Voevoda system. The Sarmat surpasses its predecessor in combat capabilities, especially in its flight range, payload capacity, operational readiness, and anti-missile defense capabilities, which ensure it can reliably evade existing and prospective anti-missile defense systems. The system is being developed by the joint start company Makiv Rocket Design Bureau in collaboration with the industrial sector. The successful test launch of the Sarmat missile system enables us to deploy the first missile regiment equipped with this system to combat duty in the Uzhersky military unit, Krasnoyarsk region, by the end of this year. The deployment of launchers equipped with the Sarmat missile system will significantly enhance the combat capabilities of the ground-based strategic nuclear forces in delivering guaranteed strikes against targets and fulfilling strategic deterrence tasks. The task set for this launch has been completed. We will now proceed with the tasks related to putting it on combat duty. Report finished.
Congratulations, Sergei Viktorovich. I wish you every success.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.